Hey, what's going on? John here. If you're in the market for making yourself a brand new website, you're going to need to set yourself up with some hosting. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about Siteground, which is one of the big hosting companies out there to host your website. I'm going to do a review on Siteground. I'm going to do a walkthrough, help you get the best price possible. And then we're actually going to go up into setting up Wordpress, which is the website builder that 90% plus of websites on the internet actually use. It's super simple to use, so we're going to do a walkthrough on that, and then we're going to get our initial website set up. Talking about the themes, how to add posts, pages, all that kind of stuff you need to get started for beginners. Alright, so the reason I host most of my websites with Siteground, if you actually go to WordPress, the WordPress recommended web host, Siteground is actually one of them, right? And if you've been looking, you've probably heard of Bluehost and DreamHost, HostGator, those types of people. Those are kind of the big companies. But the reason I like Siteground so much is, they are an up and coming company. They are getting bigger and bigger. But I found that their support staff was way better than everyone else. Their performance was just as good as everyone else, and they also have a monthly hosting package which Bluehost doesn't have at the moment. Alright, so that being said, I've used Siteground for the majority of my sites, and I definitely recommend them. So in order to get started here, down below there's going to be a link for you to get the best price for Siteground possible. So if you click that, there's going to be a link for you to click, and you'll end up on a page like this where you can get the best price for Siteground. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up our web hosting. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click on sign up. Now you may already have a domain name, but if you don't, that's completely fine. So what you want to do is you're going to click on get a new hosting account. You're then going to enter your domain. So if you want to register a new name, you'll simply type in the domain here, or if you already have a domain, simply type it in. Next, we're going to choose our hosting plan. And if you're just getting started for beginners, I would just recommend getting the startup. It's $3.95 per month, and you can cancel anytime. You're going to get one hosted website with pretty much the maximum hosting capabilities that you're going to need. You can't upgrade to get unlimited websites and all that later on, but just for now, I can just recommend the startup. So our information here, we want the startup. You're going to choose your location, whichever location is closest to you. So there's US, UK, and then a few others. So most people are just going to be US. You're going to select your period, so the longer period you go, the cheaper it's going to be. But there's just a month-to-month trial here that you can do. I just recommend that. So these extra things here, your domain registration is going to be $14.95 per year. I recommend you don't need this SG site scanner. And you don't really need domain privacy either, so you can uncheck those. And then you're simply going to add your payment method and click Pay Now. Alright, so what's going to happen is Siteground's going to configure all your information, and this normally takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, and they're going to send you an email with your login information. Alright, so once you receive that, click on that, and you're going to be taken to a page that looks like this. Alright, so simply click on My Accounts and then click on Go to cPanel. Alright, so basically what cPanel is, it's kind of the back end to your hosting, so you can configure WordPress here, you can add new domains, and change the kind of files of your website if you need to do that. Alright, so the majority of people aren't going to need to do anything major with this, but you do need to go in here to install your initial WordPress. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down to Auto Installers, and you're going to click on WordPress. You're then going to come down and click on Install Now. You are going to select your website, and you're going to come down to Site Settings, and you're going to enter your site name. So that's just going to be your domain name. You're going to enter your site description, just a brief little sentence on what your site's about. Maybe like 4 to 6 words. Try to keep it in there. You're going to come down and you're going to create your admin account. Now this is going to be the information that you use to log into your website. Alright, so your admin username, pick something you'll remember. Same with your password, and I recommend that you write them down somewhere. Alright, so include your email, choose your language, and you simply come down here and click install. And within about a minute or so, WordPress will be installed onto your domain name. Now, if you're just kind of getting started, this is your first domain name with SiteGround, generally it takes a little bit to set up. So, it could take anywhere from a couple hours to, 28 hours. I've kind of found that it ranges anywhere in between there. So, if it doesn't install instantly, I'd recommend you wait 24 hours. And then if there is still something wrong, I recommend you contact support. But generally it takes about an hour or so. So basically what's going to happen now is after SiteGround adds WordPress to your domain name, you're going to want to log in to the back office. So all you do is you simply go to the internet here and type in your domain name, and then you want to do /wp-admin. Alright, and if you enter that and it comes up a blank screen, or it comes up WordPress is configuring, or an error, that simply means that SiteGround is still creating your website. But if your website is good to go, it will go to a page where you can enter your admin username and your password. Alright, so that's just the information that you did on the previous page, what you did here. So if you enter that, you'll be logged into your back office, which is going to look like this. Alright, and in here, this is going to be where you can customize your website, add posts, pages, all that kind of stuff. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to want to come down to Appearance and click on Themes. Now basically here is where you can choose through hundreds of different themes for your website. So you can click on Add New Theme, and then you can scroll through. There's literally hundreds of different options for you to choose. Alright, so you can sort by popular, latest, or you can filter. But for this example here, let's go to popular, and let's go to this one here. So I just click on activate, and then your active theme is going to show up here. So if we go to visit site, right, it's going to kind of look like that. Right, so we need to customize it a little bit, but as you can see, it's starting to look like in that example. So if you want to actually customize it, what you can do is go back to your dashboard here, click on Appearance, and then Customize. Alright, so basically here's what you can do is you can add, you can change up the menus, you can change up, the sidebar and all that kind of stuff, the colors. So the first one is Site Identity. So this is where you can add a logo. It'll just pop up here. You can do your site title, which is here, and your tagline, which is here. So if you want to edit it, you just change that. Next is color. So we can come down here and we can change the different colors. So we can change the background color, the different colors of here, the highlighted color, all that kind of stuff. Header image, if you want to add an image right here, we can add that. You just simply add new image and upload whatever one you want. Background image, you wouldn't really want to do that, but menus, so we can do the menus here, we can do the menus on the side. But you want to create a main menu, so if you just create new menu, do main menu, and click on this one here, primary menu, click on next. And then you can add items. You can put in different posts. You can put in different pages, custom links, and that's going to appear here. Alright, so if you want to create a home, an about, a blog, a resource, a contact page, what you're going to want to do is you want to come back to the dashboard. You'll want to go to Pages, Add New, and here you can enter the title. So we can do an about page, maybe you'll do a contact page, a blog page. All you have to do for now is create the title and click Publish. Alright, so then what you do is you can come back to Appearance, you can go to Menus, and you can click the menu you want here. So we'll go Main Menu, and then you can add all the different pages. So if you go to Pages, you can simply select the About page, Add to Menu, it'll come over here, and then whenever you go to your site, it's going to show up in the top corner here. Alright, so that's that. The next thing is, if you come back to Appearance, Customize, next on the list was Widgets, and what the widget is just the sidebar here. Alright, so we can add different sidebars. We can add a search button, we can add recent posts, archives, categories, all that kind of stuff. All you do is add a widget, select it from the side here, and then it's going to show up on the side. Pretty simple. Alright, so that's that for appearance. If you want to add a blog post, all you're going to do is go to Posts, go to Add New, simply enter your title. So your post title here, you're going to add some text, and you simply, you can come down, you can add different categories, tags, a feature image. You click Publish, and that's going to be published to your website. Alright, so you go to Visit Site, and that page we just published is going to show up here. Obviously I didn't publish that page, but as you can see, it'll look something like this. Alright, so that's that. And the final thing you want to do is you want to add an SEO plugin. And essentially what that's going to do is going to allow search engines to find your content, which is super important. So if you come down to Plugins, you go to Add New, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come over to Search Plugins, type in Yoast, click Enter, and it's going to be this one here with 1 million active installs. This is going to say Install Now, so click that, click on Activate, and then what's going to happen is if you come over here, you're going to see an SEO option. Click on Dashboards, come over to Features, scroll down and make sure that all of these are enabled. So they should all be kind of this purpley pink color. Make sure they're all enabled, click Save Changes. Then you're going to want to come down to XML sitemaps and make sure that XML sitemap function is enabled. So click here, click Save, and you're pretty much ready to go. So that's all you really need to do. Your hosting set up, the essential SEO package is all set up. So all you need to do now is you need to start building out your website. So adding more content, adding more pages, and once you start doing that, your website's going to grow. So all the basic backend stuff is set up. All you have to focus on now is adding more content and gaining your website traction. Alright, so that's it for this. If you do want the cheapest option for your SiteGround website, click the link down below. It'll take you to the SiteGround current promotion, and you'll get the cheapest price possible. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. Hope it helped. Talk to you soon.